Hello, I'm Kate Rhodes, this is KRC, and I'm here with my good friend Brittany Kaiser to discuss blockchain and the GDPR, or General Data Protection Regulation. Blockchain presents many opportunities for the GDPR, and my good friend Brittany is going to run through these. Brittany, over to you.
As many of you may know, there has been a general crisis of data protection, security, and privacy concerns this year. In May 25th, not too long ago, the European Commission enacted the GDPR, which now helps protect European citizens and the way their data is held, opt-in infrastructures, and how that data can then be used. Now, as you may or may not know, Europe has generally been quite good about protecting citizens' data by allowing opt-in infrastructure before that data can then be used, held, and used for instance, predictive modeling in order to target communications at individuals. Now, there has not been, up until the boom in blockchain technology over the past year, very many platforms that allow for the tracking and traceability of data, nor a complex opt-in infrastructure for people to be able to choose how their data is used. Now, that's not the only way that blockchain technology can possibly use to implement GDPR. Now, there's another part of this regulation that now allows individuals to ask both private and public sector organizations for their own personal data sets that are being held.
Wow.
Now, in order for those data sets to be sent to individuals after they've requested, most governments actually don't have a particular solution for sending that in a secure way.
Right.
Is that surprising?
Yeah, well, quite.
So the idea that there's now been a law that that is very serious and allows tens of millions of people to start requesting their personal data sets, but that data cannot be delivered in any sort of protected or secure way. We now have an opportunity to start working with governments
with the blockchain
on being able to ratify this supranational law.
That's fantastic. And Brittany, in terms of implementation and the challenges with implementation, what do you think in terms of time frame for this technology to be deployed in this fantastic way to help us protect our personal data?
Well, right now there are many different European governments, but especially countries like Lithuania and Estonia that are incredibly forward-thinking and have already had very big successes with implementing blockchain technology to protect the data of their citizens. Now, more and more countries are starting to provide blockchain technology pilot budgets, which is very exciting.
Interesting.
And we'll see everything from ministries of health to ministries of transportation being able to implement these types of technologies to not only protect citizens, but in order to protect and promote the types of data science and AI that can help make everybody's life a better place.
This is wonderful. And which jurisdictions are trailblazing in this regard, in your opinion?
So as I mentioned, the state of Estonia, they were the first country to blockchain all their Ministry of Health data.
Wow.
So imagine any doctor that you decide to go to, no matter where you move to a different part of the country, you now will have access to your data, and you could even be encouraged to share more data, anonymously of course, sure that your data is protected in order to help researchers solve diseases and other ailments more quickly.
Wow, that's fantastic. Brittany, thank you so much for your time today. Stay tuned for further updates.